Phil Hansen's work doesn't hang on the walls of an art gallery. It comes to life on the internet. He made this homage to the masters of Neo-Impressionism and 29 of his other influences by painting them on his chest. He did this portrait of North Korean leader Kim Jong-il with 6,000 adhesive bandages, stained with 500 milliliters of his own blood. This 7.5 by 14-foot mural of the Ku Klux Klan is created entirely from passages from the Bible. The 27-year-old X-ray technician's work provokes questions across a broad spectrum of culture, politics, and religion. And because he often posts a time-lapse video of its creation on the web, the performance becomes part of the art.
You know, somebody could claim that I'm not 100% normal. Well, you know what? That's totally fine with me.
Normal or not, there's a method to Hansen's madness: exposing more people to art. That chest painting called Influences helped to do that. When he put it on the web, viewers streamed it more than 1 million times. It was an intensive labor of love, with each piece taking 20 to 45 minutes to paint, paint over, dry, and repeat 30 times. It took 2 days.
But the chemicals started getting to my skin and just sitting there, and I mean, it's right on me, so as I'm looking down, I'm just huffing paint for 30 hours, and it got to be a bit much.
But this kind of suffering seems to be the price of an artistic technique which dominates most of Hansen's work: pointillism, in which individual dabs of color replace brushstrokes to create a larger image. Here he drew tiny 1-inch portraits of 48 female murder victims in various shades of light to dark, photocopied them 12,000 times, then cut them out and then arranged them to reveal the man who murdered them, the so-called Green River Killer.
To be able to see him, we're remembering his victims, is the way I look at it.
And the repetitive motion of his brand of pointillism has taken its toll.
And I have this forever jitter in my hand because of it.
But Hansen's most extreme artistic commitment came with the Kim Jong-il piece, a pointed protest against the proliferation of nuclear weapons. With the help of his sister-in-law, a doctor, he used syringes to withdraw as much as a quart-sized bag of his own blood, then stained adhesive bandages with it to create the image of the North Korean leader.
So I wanted to pour, literally, you know, an aspect of myself into it, to give that sacrifice, because how many people have died for him, his cause, all that kind of stuff. 500 milliliters, 500 cc's of blood seems like a lot, but it's just nothing. I mean, I'm here. I don't even have scars on my arms anymore from it.
Not all of his work is so heavy. He made this mural of Kung Fu master Bruce Lee with a series of paint-dipped karate chops. But while Hansen can dabble in the lighthearted, the intensity remains.
And in the beginning, I was kind of tapping to make sure I was in the right location. But then, you know, I turned up my music and I was just going crazy.
Have you ever made a piece of art on a 10-foot rotating disc? Neither have I, but we will.
Hansen's latest project was a commitment beyond anything he had done so far. He took a week off work, moved his mattress, computer, and this circular canvas into his brother's garage in suburban St. Paul. For 6 days straight, he lived in front of the webcam, asking people to call or email him.
Tell me something that's changed your life. I will write it on the canvas, and we will make this mutual experience that you can watch via my studio webcam.
Eventually, the moments of 600 strangers from as far away as Russia and Botswana unfurled to reveal a self-portrait, bordered by 4 hands.
My mom was diagnosed with muscular dystrophy. It gave me a different outlook on life. The first time I saw the rain, forest half there and half gone. Finding out my daughter had a brain tumor.
Remarkably, Hansen says the jitter in his own hands disappeared while creating this piece.
My idea is that it was going to change me, that it was going to affect me in my life in some way. I wanted to absolutely live this project, have nothing other than this.